Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Personal Growth Podcast, recorded without a live studio audience at the Triii Point Studios. We're here in studio today with DJ Davis, photographer extraordinaire,
Trap God.
You're listening to the Personal Growth Podcast with Perza and Cole.
Welcome.
What is the Trap God?
You ain't never been to the trap house, Dwayne? You got dreads, you ain't never been to the twat. This is why white people can have dreadlocks, dog.
That's what I've been saying.
Fair.
The trap house is just a reference to like a place where drugs are sold in the hood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
And it doesn't have
I've totally been to trap houses.
Okay, then yeah.
I just,
So the trap god is the person that's selling the drugs.
Gotcha.
And since I get to sell drugs legally now, I'm a licensed trap god
Yes, that's
in the state of Oregon.
That's a good thing
Hell
to mention,
yeah.
that you're doing it legally. That's an
Yeah,
excellent thing to mention, that it's all on the up and up.
You know, you gotta give them, a climax. You gotta build suspense.
That's true. That's true.
So people will probably listen to this like, what the fuck? This isn't the typical growth stuff we talk about.
yeah.
This isn't philosophical. Sorry, but yeah, I am reeking of weed right now.
It's a different kind of growth, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Organic, though.
Organic. So wait, okay.
And then we're in the business of saving lives.
So time out real quick. I've seen you post a lot of your stuff on Instagram about Hotbox.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like co-owner of that, or what? I'm confused.
If I was co-owner of the Hotbox, there wouldn't be a Dodge Dart sitting out front. I promise you that.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I would have put up in like an Uber copter or some shit,
All
dog.
right, fair.
No, I'm just a bud tender. I'm
Okay.
also a social media manager. One of two.
Okay,
Shout out to
okay.
Brad. Couldn't do this without you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Brad's also a bud tender, and he's social media manager with me as well. He's like my backup,
Okay.
But he's also been there longer. He knows the owners pretty well and the managers. So if I ever have questions, like he's like my chain of command.
Okay.
But
So how'd you get involved? How'd you get that job?
I'm glad you asked. I don't even know myself. I'd be reflecting on that a lot, honestly, of how the. Can I curse on that?
Yeah, swear away.
All right, how the fuck did I even get here? Do you ever think about that? Like, how did you get to where you are in present time in this, like, time, space, universe?
Yeah, I think about it pretty often, actually.
Like, my story started 2,500 miles away from here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And then now I'm in Idaho. Well, I'm an Idaho resident, but now I work in Oregon selling weed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I got the job, though, because, let's see, I think I was messaging, I think I found the one of the managers on social media. So I was, like, in contact with them. I was like, hey, man, I'm a photographer, and I mess around on social media a little bit with building content and stuff and trying to, like, capture an audience and build a brand and stuff. And, is there anything I can do for you? Like, can my services be of use to you anyway? And also, I would love a job selling weed.
Yeah.
Because it's like the best job ever, especially if you are like a chronic stoner like myself.
Yeah.
Now you have like the coolest job ever with the coolest people ever, because everyone knows them and everyone knows this brand and this team, and they know that we always have the exclusive, like, best stuff around.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just stayed on them and just kept messaging them and asking them, and he's like, well, yeah, get your OLCC, your Oregon license, your Oregon liquor control, whatever. You gotta get the license through the state.
Kind of like a tip certification for bartenders.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, you got to do a little online testing and background check, and then after you get the certificate, then you can give them a resume and be like, all right, well, that's my application, and they'll call you.
Oh,
But I waited like a year and a half, actually.
Oh, wow.
And I was willing to drive out to Huntington, but then I realized that's a long drive. So I'm happy they didn't call me, actually, because I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not.
It's about an hour and 25 minutes from here, right?
Yeah,
Give or take.
or an hour and 10 if you're
Driving fast.
driving like 5 over the speed limit.
Okay.
Maybe 10 over.
Yeah. Yeah, I've drove out there quite a few times. My sister introduced CBD to me, and I didn't know anything about that. And then, she got me some, and I was like, "Oh, this stuff is awesome."
Yeah.
And then, like, she lives in Kennewick, Tri-Cities, Washington.
Oh man, Kennewick has some good bud out there.
She-
I've driven out there for it.
She tells me so, and I'm not gonna try to drive to Kennewick just to get some CBD. So I ended up driving over to Huntington quite a few different times to get it there. And now they've like little CBD shops are popping up close around here.
Yeah, all over Boise now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But then they're still saying CBD is illegal, and they're still like, you know, the hemp driver with all that legal hemp that he was hauling.
Yeah.
That got busted with ISP. They made him like take a settle for like a lesser charge. Like for what? We got shops now of people selling the shit that the guy was hauling.
Yeah,
what's the crime?
It's so crazy to me how politically driven all of it is. Like there's stuff in legislate words are hard. Legislation that are trying to like remove that small little tidbit that says CBD that's been produced by hemp products or hemp plants alone.
Yeah.
Cuz that right there, it's really hard to regulate. Number one, because like I mean, unless you're in Sandpoint, the global CBD company in Sandpoint, where they know for a fact that every single thing that they've created is from hemp plants.
Yeah.
But bringing it in from out of state, like a state that's not Idaho, isn't concerned about the regulations of Idaho, so we're bringing in all this stuff anyways. It's likely been, whatever the term would be. Like made from stuff that isn't actually.
I mean, if you go to Michael's, you can go get stuff like you can buy fabric that's hemp.
Yeah,
like they sell it locally everywhere.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Every organic shop has like, you know, some CBD type oils now as well.
Yeah,
like massage parlors have. There's a massage parlor by my house and it has a sign out front that says like CBD.
Hell yeah!
Like, yo, come on. It's beautiful. I mean, we're in the business of actually helping people and saving lives. I mean, and people will be like, well, I think it should only be medical. Why? What about alcohol?
Yeah.
There's like zero. Well, okay, maybe there's like maybe 3 medical uses for alcohol consumption, but
well, wine. They say that like a glass of wine a day
it's healthy for
is
the
good
heart,
for your heart,
but bad for the liver.
That's fair.
And kidneys.
Well,
and
I
stomach.
mean, if you're drinking a whole bottle.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like a glass.
But why
a day,
drink one
know.
Glass?
That's an excellent question. I wouldn't drink
Exactly. I
any
mean,
because
you
I
gotta-
don't like wine. But
Well,
that's
see.
besides the
Well,
point.
I like wine.
I enjoyed wine quite a bit, and I would drink entire bottles.
I'm actually there's a new Italian white wine I'm actually like hooked on right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's like called Arnez.
Arnaz.
Yeah,
I have not seen or heard of this.
they got it at the co-op. They were doing like they do free wine samplings Friday and Saturdays, and
Okay.
I think Sundays too. I don't know. Don't quote me on it.
Well, if we-
Go
if
ask
we-
them.
If we mention it enough, maybe they'll sponsor us. You know how like
Boise
sometimes
Co-op.
someone will go on like a talk show and like they'll be drinking Red Bull and then Red Bull will send them a case like, hey, thanks.
Yeah, Red Bull. Let's
Yeah,
go.
go get that Italian white wine.
Arnez. Well,
Arnez.
Arnez is the type of white wine. But hey, if you got some, if you're listening, you want to get on, hit us up.
Yeah,
We got
DJ
you.
and Eric will handle
I'll take
that
some
for
pictures for you.
you. I'll take some.
Yeah, I'll help build your Instagram brand.
Hell
I've,
yeah.
He
I've
is a
been
very
building the
skilled,
Hotbox
he's a
one.
very skilled photographer. You should hit him up if you need pictures taken.
Yeah.
I'll say that just based on what I've seen on Instagram and
And that's
whatever.
also how I
He
got
does good
hired at
work.
Hotbox too, is because of the Snoop Dogg show.
Hell yeah.
They like 2 days before, well, 2 days before the show, they hit me up. It was like, hey, we're opening up a new shop finally. It's coming soon. And it was, well, we're opening up the new shop and we're having Snoop Dogg come out on Friday. We want you to come take pictures. All right, cool.
Sick.
And then he's like, well, what's your rate? I'm like, wait, you want to give me a job interview and you're asking me, and you're offering to pay me? He's like, yeah. Say less. You know what? We'll discuss the rate later. Just give me my press pass and we're good. Give me a +1. Yeah, we in there.
Yeah.
And he also gave me like some store credit as well.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, he really hooked it up for Snoop Dogg that weekend.
So,
shizzle.
did you get to like have any social interaction with Snoop Dogg?
Not really.
No, it was just
He like when it was time for Snoop Dogg to go on, he rode up in his little caravan. Then they opened up the doors. He walked out the caravan, walked on stage, put out his DJ equipment, started doing this set, and then posed for some pictures with the owners for some like the higher ranking, like the corporate people, whatever, and then rode out. In and out. But he has a lot, they have a lot of things to do.
Yeah. That's still cool. Like, you were getting some amazing shots.
Yeah,
like,
I was like
from
really close to him. Like, I was like right behind him. I was
Yeah.
like on the side of him. Like, I was right in front of him. Like, I
not-
actually have one of his roaches.
Yeah.
Because his branded pre-rolls, they're actually like a backwood leaf, and they all have like a ceramic crutch in them.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, ceramic grass. Words.
Yeah.
Ceramic glass crutch in them. So,
Dude, that's
so
so
I got
cool.
I got one. I got it at home in a box.
Yeah. I'm just going to set this right here. It'll be worth something someday.
Oh yeah, it will. Yeah,
Yeah.
and people get, yo, let's smoke that shit. Yo, can't come over and smoke Snoop Dogg. No, nah, we gonna wait. We don't need to smoke it yet.
Yeah, I work for a place that provides these kinds of things.
But the crazy part about photographing Snoop Dogg is, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of me shooting with some people in California.
I have seen
so.
like all of your jet lag media stuff. Like, I'm always catching it.
Oh, nice. So, well, yeah, you do like everything, so yeah, it is in your feed, and I appreciate all the likes.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
love the support.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, one of the guys I shoot with out in LA, Billy Sorrell, shout out to him, and shout out to D-Lay, Did You Miss Me podcast, and also shout out to Kevin, shout out to Drea, shout out to what's the little short one? Shout out Paint. What's up? Oh, RJ, can't forget you as well. Just other podcasts, I wouldn't be here without those guys. I couldn't do shit without y'all. But Billy Sorrells was on tour with Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Because last winter, Snoop Dogg did like a winter play, like a winter Christmas tour.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a musical type play. And one of the comedians that I shoot with out in LA was on that tour of Snoop Dogg.
Oh, crazy.
So it's crazy how, like, he has like this ties and connections with Snoop. And then I get hit up to come out and photograph Snoop. And even though I didn't have time to really like interact with them or like talk to them or like, hey, well, I know so and so, but just to have that experience and to have like these connections and how it just comes together like that.
Yeah, that one connection can just lead to a whole bunch of other connections.
Yeah, I really feel plugged in like the Wi-Fi right now.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, like, what have you always liked doing photography, or is that a passion you found?
I started doing it like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Like back in high school, I started it. And I was probably like maybe in like 10th grade, I want to say. I had like a summer job or whatever. Bought a little point and shoot camera and, just always like taking pictures of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was in the Civil Air Patrol, and one of the higher ranking officers, he had a Canon DSLR camera.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at like one of these little community events, and he was like, well, hey, you like taking pictures, why don't you try this out? I was like, all right. And for the day, like at the event, he let me take pictures, and we looked through them, and he gave me tips and stuff like that. But he was like, overall, like, you did like a really good job naturally. And then in high school, we had a magazine class called Friendship News Network, and we had like magazine, we did television, they did radio. So it was like broadcasting, multimedia broadcasting, journalism.
Okay.
And I was in that in junior high school, but I was always doing videography. I was doing videos and stuff and trying to produce like little shows, like going to the air show, shoot a video, make a segment, like a news segment about it, and, then produce it and edit it and put it out.
Yeah.
But but in high school, though, I got more interested in photography. And, my high school, they had, like, a couple Nikon cameras and stuff. And it was only me and another guy that was really interested in photography at the time, so. And it was a school full of, like, over 3,000 kids, I want to say. Or 3,500 kids.
And it was this guy and you that were really into photography. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, me and him were just into photography for doing magazine and stuff. So we're like, well, but for me though, I was like, well, I'm just gonna just take it, and they let me take it home and stuff over the weekends, over summertime during the break.